Hey guys, Anthony here. Today I have another product walkthrough video. Today I'm reviewing the Force USA G20 and the Force USA G20 lat row attachment that you can upgrade this machine with. So as you can see, the unit is quite a unique unit. It's really diverse and has a large array of attachments that come with it, allowing you to train in any method that you choose to in your own home training facility. So it's an extremely solid unit. The dimensions of the unit stand alone with the base itself is 169 centimeters in depth, 190 centimeters in width, and 230 centimeters height. If you're to add the lat row attachment, which includes the lat pull down, it includes the low row attachment and also the dip handles, the dimensions of that are 240 centimeters in depth, 190 centimeters wide, and 230 centimeters tall. This allows you to utilize this machine in any standard roof ceiling height. So we'll touch on the build of this machine. It's extremely overbuilt with 3mm or 11 gauge steel tubing. You can see in here on the front rack the actual tubing itself. So the machine is fully laser cut commercial rolled steel tubing backed by the Force USA lifetime guarantee. So the front rack has a whopping 51 attachment points. You can see at the top here, they're spread out. They come down into this bench and shoulder area. The hold position is a lot more close, allowing you those finer incremental adjustment points all the way down to the bottom where you would be doing your rack pulls. So with the front rack, Force USA have included mono lifts, a new roller style J-hook which hasn't been seen before. The mono lifts have never been used on a Force USA product before. It's a really cool design, allowing you to lift heavy loads without putting any pressure on your body. Simply lift up the barbell and start performing your movement pattern without having to step back, put in pressure on, or if you're doing a bench press, there's no need for a spotter. Another really cool high quality feature is this new Force USA J-hook with the roller in here. It's also got this really nice backing plate which is nice and high rather than the standard J-hooks which are a bit more low set and the barbell actually hits the top. Here you can just chuck your barbell in there, drop it down. The cool thing about this roller style J-hook here is if you've got a really heavy load and you're in a squat or a bench position, you can just push the bar sideways without any trouble. It's nice and easy and you can reposition in that barbell so that's nice and balanced. These J-hooks are so simple to install in this front rack position here, just like that, and you're ready to go. On the front of the rack, there's also positioning on either side, depending on what side of your home training facility that you install your gym on. For the core trainer here, so the Torsionator, simply chuck a barbell in there and you can perform any workout such as a thruster, core training, bent over rows. It really increases your ability to further your training at home. On the front rack itself, it has 4 positionings for the band pegs, allowing you to also do your fast muscle fiber training on the front rack itself. You can see it's got the Force USA stability caps welded onto the end. They aren't plastic caps, they're actual steel covers with Dynabolt positions. So simply if you're putting it in your garage and you want that extra security, you can Dynabolt it to your floor, know that it won't move. It's extremely stable. There's this checker plate, stability plate along the bottom here, which is a new feature from Force USA, just adding to that strength of the unit. This machine is an absolute beast. It also has more positions here for your band pegs so that you can utilize your band resistance training on this Smith bar as well. So there's 3 positions right under the Smith bar, so simply put it up, connect your band pegs over the top, loop them over, and you can start with your resistance banded training. So not only can you use the front rack for your strength training, your squats, bench press, all of that type of movements, deadlifts, rack pulls, you can utilize these cables here. So it has the dual cable system. They're hooked up to 130 kilo weight stacks on either side. It's an insane amount of weight with the 1-to-1 cable ratio. So with the cable sliders, it has a real nice commercial feel to it as well. So it's got these magnetic pop pins here that you can just pull out, slide down, so smooth. Also on the cable, it has 2,000 pound weighted high tensile aircraft cable. with these nice commercial style ball ends here. So rather than having the old school type ball ends, it's got these nice high quality commercial ball ends. Something completely new for the Force USA range is the new booty pad that you can connect into this front rack as well. Perform movements such as hip thrusts, banded hip thrusts, weighted hip thrusts. You can even use the Smith machine for the hip thrusts. You can also use it to sit down and do seated calf raises. It's quite a unique feature which has never been done before on any Force USA product. I really highly rate it to increase your home training performance. So with the Force USA G20, there is an insane amount of attachments. There's actually 29 attachments. We'll walk through them now. The leg press plate is insane. It's not only the total width of the Smith machine, the size has also been increased from top to bottom to allow people with size 16 foot to actually use that. Next attachment is the calf block. I spoke about it before. So the calf block is fully movable from inside and outside the machine. You don't have to connect it into anywhere. You can use it on the front rack. You can use it on the Smith machine. You can even use it on the lat row. You can use it for squatting, calf raises, seated calf raises and standing calf raises. It's got a checker plate finish on it, so you're not going to slip on that calf block at all. So another attachment is a fully laser cut, knurled hammer grip lat pull down bar. So it's multiple adjustments, so you can go real wide or you can come in narrow. You can use it for lat pull down, low row. It's fully laser cut with the Force USA logo on. Nice, really crisp knurling as well. Not too aggressive, but aggressive enough for those really heavy lifts. All the attachments are powder coated with a really nice high quality finish as well. So the lat pull down bar is nice and knurled. It's got a really nice black finish on it here. It's got 3 adjustment points for the cable system there. You can use it on the front of the front rack, or you can use it on the lat pull down. It's got a real nice feel about it. It's the same width as your Olympic size barbell. Next one that we have here is the straight bar. So it's got the single adjustment point here. It's also nice and knurled. It's nice and wide as well, so that you can do tricep push downs, you can do your bicep curls, you can even do your straight bar rows, etc. The next one we're going to touch on is this revolving straight bar here. So you can see that it's got really nice commercial pulleys internal here, so that it spins nice and easy for doing movements such as bicep curls, straight bar push downs. Connect this to either side of the cable to utilize it to its maximum potential. It's got nice knurling here as well. Not overly aggressive at all compared to the other one. It's actually a bit more softer than the other models that we were just talking about. You can also connect it as a single as well to do those core movements. So connect it to one side and you can do those core rotation twists as well, which is quite cool. Has a really solid build to it here with their extra welding pieces there. Another cool attachment are these D handles here. They're revolving. They've also got that real nice fine knurling as well. So they're nice solid D handle grips there for performing your cable flies, cable rows, all them types of movements. Once again, really cool bushings inside there to make them revolve nice and simple. This one's a sawtooth lat pull down low row bar. So it's nice and simple. It's got multiple points of adjustment here, so that you can do really close grip here. You can use it with hammer position, pronated, supinated, whatever you feel you might want to use. So it has all these adjustment points throughout the bar itself. Use this on the front rack and the lat pull down, and you can really increase your ability for different movements and really get innovative with your training programs at home. This is my favorite attachment actually. I love doing low rows. It's got the Force USA logo, laser cut in it, has this knurling as well, and a really nice thick grip for doing those low rows. So with the knurling there, you can really lift the maximum you can without fear of slipping, not having to add chalk. So what's included in the G20 is the calf block, the hammer grip, a multiple lat pull down bar, the leg press plate, the close grip triangle, the straight revolving bar, the booty pad, lat pull down, straight bar, extreme core trainer, tricep rope, front safeties, leg attachment for doing lat pull downs, the monoliths, nylon D handles, adjustable D handles, Olympic lock collars, band pegs, the sawtooth lat pull down bar. This would have to be the first multifunctional trainer to have 3 different pull-up options on it, and also include the globe pull-up system. So you can see at the front of the rack here, it's got the Force USA renowned multi-grip pull-up with the wide grip here, with a nice commercial rubber coated finish. And then it's also got the close grip, and then you've got the hammer close grip here, pronated, and the wide grip, wide hammer grip here. As well as being a chin-up station, you can see here that there's this really solid commercial D shackle. That's for putting stuff like a punching bag or hanging your suspension trainer and increasing your ability to do every single workout movement possible on this multifunctional trainer. So on either side of the Force USA G20, you can see that they have these really cool pull-up options. They're identical for either side. So what you want to do is move this Smith machine down to the bottom section here so it's nice and out of the way. Put it on its safety there. On the wide grip, you can see it's nice and knurled. So rather than being the commercial style covers over there, Force USA have got this knurling put on here so that you can adapt and do different movements. So it's got a real nice thick wide globe grip here. And then the smaller globe grip. Not only does it have the globe grip, so it's got the narrow grip, and then it's also got a V-bar grip here. So the amount of pull-up options that you can do, it's quite insane. You can also put band pegs here and utilize it with resistance training. So moving on to the Smith machine, it's a Force USA linear bearing Smith machine. It's got the knurling here, so the knurling goes all the way to the edge of the barbell. It has this overbuilt hooking system here with 14 points of adjustment. Also has a storage adjustment peg at the top here, so when you utilize that to walk through, you can store the Smith bar away there. It has this really thick, look at the thickness of this safety here. So the safety catch has this nice bushing here to reduce the impact when the actual Smith machine hits that. And also the way that the flex is on this bar as well, it allows to absorb more pressure without putting too much damage on this linear bearing system. So that tubing's about 6 mils. You can see it's really nice, thick, high quality safety right there. Utilize this Smith bar with the leg press. It's so simple to put on, as you see here going on. It locks in with 2 pop pins. They're magnetic resistance pop pins as well, so it sort of locates itself. Just chuck it on there, click it in, and you're good to go for vertical leg press. And you can use it laying on the floor, put a Force USA bench in to add that comfortability for your back there. Let's move through the rack here. This is insane. This thing looks so beautiful here. The Force USA G20 exercise list. So if you're getting stuck with things to do, you've got these lists on either side. Large range of movements that you can perform on this G20. Moving down to the weight stack. A lot of people are going to ask, what are these lugs? They're band resistance training lugs, so they're actually welted and included in that top plate and the base of the unit. So you simply just put a band over the top, loop it over, come back down as added resistance to those 130 kilo weight stack. High quality weight stack with a magnetic pin as well. So the selector's magnetized, so it just goes in nice and simple. It's got a 1-to-1 cable ratio as well, so when you're lifting 130 kilos, you're actually lifting 130 kilos. The resistance is insane. I'd love to see someone actually use this at 130 kilos and add a resistance band and see if they can lift it. While I'm here, you can see that there's a water bottle holder. You can use this for water bottle, chalk, or a whiteboard marker. You can actually write on this Perspex code in here, and it will wipe off nice and easy. So on the base unit itself, it is included with the 6 on either side weight plate holders. So they're for Olympic weight plates. They're made out of this really nice stainless steel. So they face to the back of the unit so that there's no issues with getting your weight plates off the side. It's nice and simple to grab them off. So as well as the weight plate holders at the rear of the machine here, it's got 4 places where you can store bars. So it's got 2 Olympic barbell holders and 2 standard barbell holders. for nice storage there. There's 6 storage hooks here for all of those attachments that come with the machine. There's also 2 hooks here and a place to sit your revolving straight bar. So let's touch on the lat row dip attachment that you can purchase as an upgrade to the unit here. It's got 130 kilo weight stacks with the weighted resistance training band pegs as well on it. It's got dip handles, it's got your low row, and it's got the lat pull down. Obviously, let's touch on the low row. It's over engineered here with the checker plated foot plate. So it's really nice and wide rather than having too little places to put your foot here. You can adjust your feet for your comfortability. So for the lat pull down, to add safety and security while doing those heavier lifts, there's these knee holders here. So that's stored away for when you're doing your low rows. There's 5 adjustment points here, so depending on how tall you are, now you can wheel your Force USA bench in there and use these knee support and start using the lat pull down there. Another feature is the dip handles here, so they're stored away here in that position. So simply to use them, lift up this, grab your selector pin here. It's got the flared out dip handles, so depending on what part of the chest you train, you can position your hands to make sure that you're training that. As well as all the attachments, the dip handles actually have knurling here too as well. I've never seen it before on dip handles. It's really nice. It's not aggressive, it's actually quite soft, but it's enough to make sure that you're not slipping while doing those dip handles. It's nice and tall as well too. I've seen other machines before with dip handles and they're really low set, so taller guys like myself cannot actually use them without hitting your knees on the ground there. So simple to store away, pull out that pop pin like that. There's a little hole in the top here, goes in like that. It's nice and stored out of the way. So I've touched on the basic movements that I could think of when I was walking through the G20. However, the sky is the limit with the G20 base and the G20 lat row attachment on what you can do. It's up to your imagination. Whatever you think of that you can achieve on this, I'm sure you can. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the Force USA G20 base and the G20 lat row attachment.